I'm going to share with you some of the things that I would like to see in Diablo 4. So the first thing I would like to see is a fully fleshed out hardcore mode. So Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 did a fantastic job with supporting hardcore gameplay. It's permadeath. Okay, so in Diablo 3, if you died in hardcore, the character moved to a softcore server. I really appreciated this because rather than just completely losing all of your stuff and all of your character, at least you had it on softcore. Even though I played 99% in hardcore, it was nice to know. I would like to see this in Diablo 4. I also wouldn't mind seeing some hardcore exclusive content, even if it is just achievements. Some kind of support for the hardcore players would be fantastic outside of just introducing the permadeath game mode. Now, the second feature piggybacks off hardcore mode. Guys, we need a proper disconnect system. So if you play hardcore in Diablo 3, if you disconnect, you will stay online for a couple of seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. Even though you're completely cut off the server, your character will be active on that server. That means no attacks, no nothing, and most of the time you're going to die. So you tend to gear around that one-off disconnect. Look, if there's going to be a disconnect in Diablo 4, make sure it's a proper disconnect. Now, there is an item in the game that does support this, but it's still under NDA, so can't talk about it, but looks like there is a feature to support this, but we don't need an item. We need a proper disconnect. You're gone, you're gone. Don't let my character sit around for 4 or 5 seconds and die. The last thing I want is an MMO experience out of a Diablo game. I do not want to be doing quests where I'm planting flowers or collecting 3 of this and doing, don't. I just want to be playing the game. What comes with this MMO style content is a focus on bosses, these big raid bosses and these big events. I want to be able to farm trash mobs, find the best gear in the game, not have to group up with 4 or 5 other people to do this big boss and slog away at one boss that has so much health. It just so happens it takes 10 minutes to kill. Not fun. I want to be absolutely smashing through tons of trash mobs to get the best gear in the game. A little bit of that is okay, but only for certain gear, certain items. Don't make it the whole end game focus. I will rip my dick off if you do. So this is a massive one. I do not want set items to be the main focus of Diablo 4. Diablo 3 unfortunately fell victim to this. No matter what legendary items you got in the game, you almost certainly have to get a certain set that came out each season. And with that set came, for example, plus 10,000% to a certain skill. So immediately the game dictates what skills you're going to be using and how you're going to be playing the game. Completely removes player creativity, whereas Diablo 2 had a little bit more flexibility with the way that you played. Set items were really, really good with some classes, but they weren't the end-all, be-all. Rune words were, and you could combine each rune words for different playstyles. Let's have lots and lots of really fun uniques that you can mix and match and balance and play around with your own unique builds. That's what's going to make Diablo 4 50 times funner. Group trading only. Very, very simple concept to understand. No auction house. We do not want trading in Diablo 4, but we do want group trading. So if I'm playing with 3 other people that are in my party and I happen to find an item that might be good for my friend, I can go and give that to my friend within a certain time period, maybe 2 hours, right? If they have a auction house where there is a viable trading platform, it makes all of the best gear in the game immediately available within the first 2 weeks of playing the game. Because a lot of people have a lot of time and they will spend it playing this game. And if you don't have a lot of time, you can just easily trade up and get the best gear in the game. It removes the fun. I would never thought I would be saying this if you asked myself 2 or 3 years ago, but full controller support for the PC. Obviously, this game is going to come out on the PS5 and on the new Xbox, possibly the Switch as well. I play these games on a mouse and keyboard when I am participating on the PC, but there is a large amount of time where I do like to just chill out and play with a controller on a TV from my PC and just relax. And I think there's probably a 95% chance that this will be implemented, but let's just hope that it does too, because it's fun. It's fun to dick around on a controller and play the game on a fucking TV every now and then, right? Now, guilds, clans, and groups. This does not need an explanation. It's a wonderful feature to be able to build a community together, especially if you're a content creator. Even if you're not a content creator and you like to play with maybe just Australian players because of the time frame, because of the servers, maybe you want to play with just Korean players or just US West, whatever you want to call it, implement it into the game. It's a fantastic feature and it's a social plus. I doubt there is a single person that is listening to this that would not appreciate this feature, and that is no power increase from monetization and the cosmetics. I can see it. I can almost taste it, where you can get a mount and it's like 50% more movement speed for the better mount that you need to pay for. Or when you dismount from your mount and you use an ability, you get 50% damage reduction for 2 or 3 seconds. Some stuff like that, right? I can just taste it that they're going to implement it. There is a monetization reason to introduce these kind of mechanics. Do not introduce any kind of power increase through cosmetics, please. Let people make themselves look cool. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so the next one is self-explanatory as well. VoIP. Well, there's a bit of a pop on that. Voice over IP, in-game voice chat. I can press V, say, hey guys, how you doing? It's a feature that already exists with a lot of Blizzard games. There's absolutely no reason why it should not be introduced into Diablo 4. And the last one is, we know Diablo 4 is going to be a live service. Back it up. Step up to your live service plans. Make sure that you are releasing frequent, interesting content. I've seen how Overwatch 2 has launched and it is a live service, and to be honest, it's not that great for a live service experience because half of the features that were promised, the person versus enemy stuff, is just not in the game. Not yet anyway. It's going to be introduced, so don't do this. Don't don't like pretend it's a feature pack live service thing and then like forget to put half the content in and then maybe introduce it a little bit later. Don't be flaky. If you're going to do a live service, do it properly, plan it properly, make sure you release it every single, I don't know, whatever your cycle is, right? 9 weeks or whatever the plan is. Make sure every 9 weeks there is something new and interesting, whether they are events, new cosmetics, new challenges, achievements, all the good stuff that comes with a live service. If you're going to do a live service, then do it. Those are the features I would really enjoy seeing in Diablo 4 to make the overall game a way better experience. Yeah.